I thought I lost my intuition. For a while, I believed that spirit had stopped talking to me, that maybe I wasn't connected anymore. Then I realized something. My intuition never left. I was exhausted. When you're constantly surviving, it is very difficult to hear the quiet voice that's trying to guide you. Hi, my name is Celeste the Oracle, and today I want to dive into the connection of rest, feelings of burnout, and connecting to your intuition and learning to trust yourself. And so for me, burnout looked like waking up after a full night's sleep, exhausted, not having enough energy to make decisions about the day. I was getting to a point where even the day-to-day parenting, being a mother, was becoming too much. Figuring out what's for dinner every night felt like a major decision. Like the world rested on my shoulders with every decision that I had to make. Trying to balance building a business, maintaining a business, showing up on social media, showing up for the people that I love, showing up for my children, showing up for myself. All of it felt like major mountains to climb every single day. And for a while, I was thinking, what is wrong with me? Why is it that I cannot seem to do the things that everybody else around me seems to be doing so easily and effortlessly? And for me, it feels like it's taking so much out of me just to get through the day and do the basic things. But recently, I came to the realization, I'm not disconnected. There is no such thing as being disconnected from the divine source, from yourself. And I realized I'm overloaded. I am carrying way too many things at one time. Imagine how hard it is. And I know you know this. When you get those groceries home from the grocery store and you only want to make one trip, right? So you load your arms up with all the groceries and you're trying to carry everything. And some of that stuff is canned goods, right? Some of it is jugs of water. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy to try and carry it all at once. And Spirit had to remind me, hey, it's okay. It's okay if you have to take multiple trips to the car. Yeah, it might take you a little longer to get the task done, but it's not about moving quickly. It's about preserving yourself and your energy. And that is what has recently been revealed to me. The thing about intuition is that it's not always loud. Your inner voice is more like a whisper. One thing that I learned about She Who Whispers is from one of my favorite spiritual books by I gotta get it right, hold on. Intuition Whispers. And when I refer to my intuition, when I refer to my connection to source and the divine, I refer to her as a woman. And an amazing reference to that is through the book Jambalaya by Letitia Tish. I really hope I'm not saying her name wrong. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, but this is an amazing book. And it has a lot to do with intuition and learning to trust yourself. But she refers to intuition as she who whispers. And the thing about it is that stress screams. It's very loud. Survival is very loud. The energy of it is heavy. Anxiety is so, the volume is up on anxiety. It's very loud. These things are loud. Intuition is quiet. It whispers. It's the gentle tap on the shoulder to say, hey, baby, you can rest. Hey, you don't have to cook dinner tonight. It's okay to go and get the pizza. If you're tired, go and lay down. That baby don't have to take a bath tonight. You could do it tomorrow morning. Go lay down. Intuition, and what I'm realizing, my intuition wasn't gone. She just so quiet sometimes. I couldn't hear her. And it's harder. It's a lot harder to notice your intuition when you are constantly stressed, when you're living in survival mode, when you are anxious 24/7. And so for me, during my journey, and so I'm sharing with you, these are some practices that have been helping me to return to myself, to listen to my voice again, to quiet my mind. And so a lot of those things include simplifying my priorities, like I stated before. Yes, I have to feed my children. It does not mean I have to cook every day. It does not mean that I have to try and go into the kitchen and be a gourmet chef every single day to make elaborate meals that take hours and hours just so I can say I'm a good mom. It's okay to outsource dinner so that you can get some rest, so that you can take that 1 hour or 30 minutes that you are going to cook, and you can go and meditate. You could go and journal. You could go and have a bath. You could just go and sit down. You could sit on the porch and breathe. This is about reclaiming your time, reclaiming your mind. Honoring my rhythms is another thing that I realize is really helpful for me. Unfortunately, I suffer from severe PMS, known as PMDD. And so my menstrual cycles can be extremely volatile. And what I'm learning is that when I'm going through that cycle, the week before my menstrual cycle starts, or before I start menstruating, I'm exhausted. I barely have energy to get out of the bed, let alone go out into the world and try to build this empire that I see myself having. And so rest, I lay down, I sleep, I eat, I do the least amount of work humanly possible while not, getting too behind on my life. Because I have to honor my body. I have to give my body what it needs. My body is the biggest thing to tell me where I am in my journey, what my needs are at any given time, and I cannot ignore her. And you cannot ignore your body. Your body is speaking for you. Don't override it. Lean into it. That is what is helping me overcome burnout. Another thing that is helping me with feelings of burnout is allowing myself to create when the energy is present. I do not allow myself to overdo it when my energy is low. But when I have days like today, when I have days where my energy is high, where I have a lot, I'm going. Use it. I use it to create. I use it to communicate. I use it to network, make the calls, go to the places I need to go, do the extra work that I need to do when I have the energy, so that when I am in the downturn of my ebb and flow season, I can rest because I don't have anything else to do. I have done all the things. So that now when I'm laying down, I'm not stressed about the things that I didn't get to. I need to do this. I need to do that. I got to get here. Got to get there. Got to make that phone call. Got to respond to the text messages. I got to put this application in. I got to make sure the kids have all the things that they need. And blah, 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 blah. Our minds are always going. So create when you have the energy. Another thing that's really been helping me is daily check-ins. So recently, I've been asking myself, okay, what's my next step? Not the end goal, not the whole thing, not the whole picture, one puzzle piece at a time. What do I need to do right now? What do I need to do today to get me further? What's one small task that I can complete? And it's helpful to break it down into small increments so that you don't feel overwhelmed, especially when you're already in a high state of stress. You got to break these pieces up so that you are not exhausting too much energy. Because when we are in constant state of stress and survival and anxiety, you could just be sitting still and you're already exhausted because your mind is going a mile a minute. Your mind is on the treadmill running a 5K marathon and you're tired. So when we take the things that are in our mind, we take it out, we put it on paper and we break it up little by little, that helps us to manage things a lot easier. And that is what it's about, is managing our lives better so that we don't get so overwhelmed and end up feeling burned out. And lastly, the major thing that has been helping me is a mental reframe. When I think about the fact that I'm tired and I need rest, I have to remind myself, rest is the ritual. Rest is the spiritual practice, especially as a Black woman. Rest is the revolution. Every time I sit down, every time I lay down, every time I put my feet up, that is not only a rest for me, but it is healing my entire bloodline, because the women who came before me did not and could not rest. So every time that I take a day to say, hey, my body is telling me I can't produce today, I'm going to lay down. That is healing myself. It's healing my children. It's healing my bloodline. It's healing my ancestral line. And so rest is the spiritual practice. So sometimes, especially on this more spiritual side of the journey, where we feel like I'm supposed to always be doing some ritual or some workings or something. I'm always supposed to be at my altar working with my ancestors, doing something spiritual. I'm supposed to be doing readings and I'm supposed to be this output. But no, rest is also spiritual. And so lay down. It's okay. It's okay to lay down. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to pop open that book and just read one paragraph and then close it. You don't have to read the whole book, but pour back into yourself, just little by little, breaking up the monotony of the day with rest, right? Taking the break. If you're at work still, when you're on your lunch break, don't scroll on TikTok. Don't scroll on Instagram. Don't get on social media. Don't respond to no messages. You sit there and you breathe. You reconnect with yourself. You show yourself some gratitude. Girl, I'm so thankful that you even decided to come out here on your lunch break and breathe with me, reconnecting with my body. And I love my body. And thank you, body, for getting me through these next 4 hours of this shift, because you know I'm tired and I want to go home. And so thank you for working with me, not against me on this day. That's how we have to start talking to ourselves. Because at the end of the day, I love me. And I have to remind myself that I love me. And so rest is an act of love. Rest is the ultimate act of self-love. And so what I'm realizing is that I don't think my intuition is something that I need to achieve. It's not a goal. It's innately within me. I already have it. I think rest is really something that we uncover when we create enough space to hear and hear ourselves again, and then trusting what we are hearing. And so maybe you haven't lost yourself. Maybe you've just been carrying too much. And I just want to remind you to be gentle with yourself. Sometimes the most spiritual thing that you can do isn't to push harder. It's to create enough space, enough room for your inner voice to return. And then listen to her and follow her guidance. So if this message resonates with you and you're looking for a more personalized guidance to reconnecting with yourself, with your voice, with your intuition, I would love to support you on that journey. I offer one-on-one oracle sessions. You can book with me directly online, and you'll find the link in the description below. My mission is to guide myself and other women back to themselves, back to their natural flow, their natural state, and reclaiming not only ourselves but our divinity. And so if that sounds like something that would benefit you, please feel free, connect, comment, like, subscribe, share. This is a space of love, and I am creating an environment where that love can speak, and it can speak louder, and it can speak authentically. And so I love you. I thank you for reaching the end of this video, and I will see y'all on the next one.